think I figured out what it is about femininity that liberals hate so much. They attack it all the time. So I've just been engaged in a conversation with some proper softy liberal male therapist, mental health therapist, and I hope to God he doesn't work with men because he's going to be turning them into fucking softies. But he was on his high horse with the usual bullshit rhetoric of toxic masculinity and blah 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 blah, and saying how bad it is. So I was asking him for, what the opposition of it is, because if one element of something exists, i.e. toxic masculinity, that must automatically mean that the opposition exists, which would be beneficial masculinity. And I asked him to list it. And to be perfectly honest, the majority of the things that he listed, and I've experienced this with people before in this discussion, the things that he listed that would be seen as healthy or beneficial masculinity are largely female, feminine traits. And whenever you say that, it always triggers a huge response from them. Like calling something feminine is a huge negative. And it isn't, because femininity is fucking amazing. And it was during this conversation that it dawned on me. I was just like, that's why liberals hate femininity so much. That's why liberals hate the purity of women. Because without it, without feminine energy, societies fall to pieces. Femininity binds us. It holds families together. It forms friendships. It creates peace. It's nurturing, it's compassionate, it's caring, it's considerate. It's all of the best bits, right? And it balances out masculinity. The good sides of masculinity and what people like to say are the bad sides of masculinity. And masculinity balances out the bad sides of femininity. And at the moment, women are being pushed, forced, en masse, to want to adopt as much of a masculine energy as they possibly can. They're being turned away from men at every possible junction. Men are constantly, boys even, are constantly being positioned as these evil, predatory creatures that are out to get all women all the time. And it's just not fucking true. It's not true. Think about a magnet. If you present the two poles that are the same, what happens? They reject each other. They don't come together. There's no unity between north and north. There's no unity between south and south. But if you put north and south together, you get a connection, they bond, they adhere to each other. They're attracted to each other. And that is what's being woven out of the societal fabric at the moment. Women are being told that it's this amazing, incredible thing to be independent and self-sufficient, etc. And you know what? Great. You do that. You be independent, you be self-sufficient, but it doesn't make you incredible just because you're a grown adult and you pay your fucking bills. There's nothing special about that. You're just welcome to fucking adulthood. There's nothing more impressive about a woman doing that than a man that does that. But the other side of it, of coming together and doing that and having a man that pays the majority of the bills or pays all of the bills, etc., is being seen more and more as a bigger and bigger negative. And things within society are being shifted by governments so that the possibility for a man to be that provider and that protector, to be the single income that looks after the whole house, the wife, the kids, etc., is getting harder and harder. That's what I mean by that unity is being woven out of the fabric of society. They're making it harder and harder for that to be the case, whilst at the same time projecting constantly that it's not a good thing to want a man in your life, to make it out that they're dangerous. And then you've got fucking limp dicks like him on social media. This is toxic masculinity. What are you talking about? Power. Yeah, that's a good thing. Power is a good thing. Strength is a good thing. It's controlled. When it's controlled, it's amazing. When it's controlled, you want it. It's infuriating, man. It really is. Men and boys are not these vile predators that are out to hurt people all the time. That is not what we are. Toxic masculinity. Tell you what, live in a world or live in a society where there is no masculinity and see how you get on then. Or live in a society where there is only masculinity. It wouldn't be good. Believe me, it wouldn't be good.